Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do the Shape Builder Tool Sampler right here in this little video. All right, so first find the assignment on Google Classroom, Classwork tab, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and open up this template, and again, it's not required that you use this, but I find it a little bit easier. You're going to hit the little 3 button, open a new window, and then that will let you download this. So I'm going to go ahead and download it. And then I'm going to hop on over to Adobe Illustrator, and I'm going to take note of the name so I can find it in my download folder. And let me just open up Adobe Illustrator here, which I already have open. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start from scratch and show you how to do this. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is File, New. I'm going to open up a print letter size. And I like changing it to inches. You don't have to, but I like to. And DREON Shape Builder Tool Sampler. And I'm going to hit Create. And there's my blank canvas. All right, I'm ready to open up that template. So File, Open. There it is. I downloaded it in my download folder. And I can copy and paste this. Again, you could just work on this document, but I just want to show you how to copy and paste. There we go. And 2 things you could do. You could either just hit the lock right here. That way it'll lock this so it won't move around and interfere with the work that you're doing on top of it. Or you can triple click right next to the layer. So 1, 2, 3 quick clicks. Again, that's 1, 2, 3 clicks on your mouse. And you can choose template. And I like doing template because it dims your images down. So you can see it's kind of more in the background. It doesn't interfere with your work. All right, I'm ready to start making some shapes. I need to grab my ellipse to make a circle. Oh no, it's not letting me do anything. It's because this layer is locked, so I need to create a new layer on top. So I'm going to hit New Layer, and now it will allow me to make my shape. I'm going to delete that and give myself a color here. Just going to do a nice bright color. And I'm going to give myself a stroke as well, just so you can see that these are individual shapes. All right, I'm ready to make my circle. Again, remember, if you're making a perfect circle or square, you need to hold Shift. So there's my nice circle. I'm actually going to change this to maybe pink, just so it stands out a little bit better with the yellow. All right, so I'm starting with a circle. Now I'm going to join 3 circles. So you could go back to this tool and draw out 3 different circles, but I like to work not lazier, but smarter, right? Not harder. So I'm going to hold Alt on my keyboard and just drag, and that's going to allow me to make a shape, an exact copy of that shape. So if I hold Alt on my keyboard, you can see every time I drag, I get another shape. I'm going to delete all these. All right, I'm going to Alt drag and make 3 circles. So there's 1. I'll Alt drag again. This time I'm going to shrink it down. I'm holding Shift so it remains a perfect circle. And then I'll add another one right here. And again, you don't need to match this exactly up with your template. It just has the instructions here for you. All right, so you can see I have 3 separate circles. Let me zoom in here so you can see. I can tell that they're 3 separate shapes because the stroke around them. Let's make the stroke nice and big so you can really see that. These are 3 distinct shapes, but I want to create a complex shape, so I'm going to use the Shape Builder tool. And that is over here in your toolbar, and it looks like 2 circles and an arrow together. The keyboard shortcut is Shift-M on your keyboard. So I'm going to click on this, and it's not letting me do anything. Why not? I need to have something selected before I can use this tool. So I'm going to use my arrow up here, my selection tool. The keyboard shortcut is V. I'm going to select around these shapes and now go over to the tool. And now I can use that tool and select it. So this tool, I can literally just click these sections that I'd like to join. So I'm going to click and drag and combine that all into one shape, and I can tell it's all one shape because my stroke now is just going around the outer edge. I'm going to hit Control Z and then just show you that one more time. So let me go back. All right, so I've got 3 separate shapes. I'm selecting them, again with my black arrow up here, selecting them, shape builder tool right here, and I'm just clicking and dragging to combine those shapes. All right, great. I'm ready to move on to the next one. I'm going to join a circle and a rectangle. So I've got my circle here, and now I'm going to make myself a rectangle. Oopsies. Make a rectangle right here. And I'm going to line that up. There we go. And so I have two distinct shapes, but I'm going to join them into one. And again, I'm going to do that by using my selection tool, selecting around both of them. I go to my shape builder tool, and then I'm going to click and drag across so I have one complex shape. All right, now we're going to get a little bit trickier. We're going to do a circle, and it says cut a rectangle. So I'm going to cut a rectangle off of this. So this is what I would call a throwaway shape. I'm not joining, I'm using this to cut. So I'm going to select my shapes, go to my shape builder, and instead of joining them, I want to cut this area off. So I hold ALT on my keyboard, and you can see when I hold ALT that it turns into a little minus sign, so I know that it's deleting. I'm going to hold ALT, drag along the parts that I want to delete. Let me show that one more time. So again, I'm going to select around my shapes. I'm going to use my shape builder tool, and then I'm going to hold ALT, and I can cut away. All right, let's see the next one. I'm going to be making this moon shape by cutting a circle off. So again, I've made two circles, and I just want to keep this one sliver right here. So I'm going to select around, use my shape builder tool, hold ALT on my keyboard, and throw that away. All right, I'm going to go to the next one. I've got a circle. I'm going to make another circle, shrink it down. I'll center that. All right, so I've got two circles, and I want to cut this section out. So I'm going to select around both, shape builder, and alt click. There we go. So I have a little donut shape. This one, it looks like I'm using that, but I'm going to cut off a rectangle. So let's just duplicate that shape. Again, I'm alt dragging. Use my rectangle. And again, that's my throwaway shape. By the way, if you ever click, it'll allow you to make another shape. Just say undo or go back to your selection tool right here. V is the keyboard shortcut. All right, I'm going to select these shapes. Shape builder right here. Alt. Get rid of all this stuff. There we go. And then for my last one, a circle with a star cut out. I'm going to get my star, draw myself a little star here. All right, I'm going to drag that on top. And now I'm going to select Shape Builder and Alt click to cut out that little star. All right, that's it. You're done with the Shape Builder tool sampler. You can see how you can make complex shapes, cut things out, join things together. I'm going to go ahead and save this. So you're going to say File, Save. That will give you your Illustrator file, and then to export it, you're going to say File, Export. That will create a JPEG that we can turn into Google Classroom. So File, Export, Export As, and then you're going to choose the drop down for JPEG. All right, and when I export that, it's asking me, I did this for my last class period, so I'll replace it, sure. And then just make sure it says resolution 300, which is right here. Okay. And that will generate a JPEG that I can turn into Google Classroom. All right, I'll go ahead and post this video for you.